Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Miami Heat free agent expected to draw interest this summer. The Miami Heat have a major offseason ahead of them this summer. In addition to possibly moving on from star Jimmy Butler, the Heat have numerous impending free agents. Currently, the Heat could have up to 10 free agents this summer. This includes Haywood Highsmith, who has spent the last 3 seasons with the team. Highsmith is set to be an unrestricted free agent in the offseason. According to Hoops Hype's Michael Scotto, Highsmith has a lot of interest from teams around the league. I would say Haywood Highsmith has a lot of interest from teams around the league because of the prototype that he fits, which is a 3-and-D guy, Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype told Wes Goldberg and David Rammel of Locked on Heat Friday. He shot 40% from 3, which is a high watermark for teams around the league. Defensively, you guys know in Miami, being the locksmith. His wingspan at 7'1" allows him to guard some of the best players in the league, whether it's Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, who they've gone up against a bunch, and even Jalen Brunson on the Knicks. He's always guarding the top perimeter player. And in a league where there hasn't been as much of an emphasis on defense, you need guys like that to win. During the 2023-24 season, Highsmith enjoyed the best season of his career up to this point. The forward appeared in 66 games, starting 26 of them. On the year, Highsmith averaged 6.1 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 1.1 assists per game. Furthermore, he shot 46.5% from the field and 39.6% from beyond the arc. All of these numbers are career highs for the 4-year NBA veteran. Although many teams will have interest in his services, Highsmith has made it clear he does not want to go anywhere. Recently, the 27-year-old said he would love to stay in Miami this summer. "I'd love to stay in Miami for sure. I feel like I've built a great life out here. My daughter lives out here as well. If all things are close, I definitely would love to stay in Miami, but we'll see when that time comes. I'll still be the same person no matter how much I get paid or whatever happens. I'll still be in the gym locked in and trying to win a championship." With Miami, Highsmith has developed into a great defender. Additionally, at 6'7", Highsmith can play both forward positions, which he has for the Heat. His versatility and defensive ability have been valuable to the Heat's system. Although he has mostly been a backup throughout his career, Highsmith has experience as a starter. If it is on the table, a reunion would make sense for both sides. Whether it is with Miami or not, Highsmith is a solid backup forward who can help a contending team. Furthermore, coming off a career year, he may be able to earn a decent contract in the offseason. It will be interesting to see where the Maryland native ends up this summer. Jrue Holiday vocal on offseason trade to Celtics ahead of NBA Finals. The Boston Celtics have reached the NBA Finals for the second time in the past 3 seasons. So far, they have not lost more than 1 game per playoff series. They dispatched the Miami Heat and Cleveland Cavaliers in 5 games each before sweeping the Indiana Pacers to come out of the Eastern Conference. A big reason for the Celtics' dominance this season has been the acquisition of Jrue Holiday. Ahead of Game 1 of the NBA Finals between the Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks, Holiday reflected on the trade that brought him to the team as per NBC Sports Boston. "I think that this was what was supposed to happen. I'm glad that I'm here and I'm glad that I'm in this moment. I would say Joe Mazzulla has talked about that a lot, especially this season, being in the moment, and that's what I've tried to do," Holiday said. "I didn't try to worry about the contracts, didn't try to worry about any of that. It was so much about winning and why we're at this point now. It's gonna be the same from here on. It's like I'm supposed to be here and I'm supposed to be with my teammates and we're supposed to do this together. And it is because that's the way it's supposed to be." After being in the running for the Damian Lillard sweepstakes, the Celtics turned their attention to Drew Holiday once Lillard was traded to the Portland Trail Blazers. Holiday was traded to the Blazers in the Lillard deal, and the Celtics swooped in once the Blazers made Holiday available. The other major piece of the puzzle was acquiring Kristaps Porzingis from the Washington Wizards in a trade that involved Porzingis picking up his player option. Both players have made the Celtics that much more lethal and why they're considered the title favorite heading into the finals. Holiday started in 69 games for the Celtics at a little over 32 minutes per game. He averaged 12.5 points, 5.4 rebound and 4.8 assists with splits of 48% shooting from the field, 42.9% shooting from the three-point line and 83.3% shooting from the free throw line. Porzingis started in 57 games at a little over 29 minutes per game. He averaged 20.1 points, 7.2 rebounds, 2.0 assists, and 1.9 blocked shots with splits of 51.6% shooting from the field, 37.5% shooting from the three-point line, and 85.8% shooting from the free throw line. While Porzingis has been sidelined since the first round of the playoffs with a calf strain, he is expected to return at some point during the NBA Finals. Behind their new additions, the Celtics finished the regular season at a league-best 64-18 and securing home court throughout the entire playoffs. They're hoping to break through this season and win championship number 18 in franchise history. Last season, they reached the Eastern Conference Finals before falling to the Miami Heat in 7 games, forcing a Game 7 after being down 0-3. In 2022, they reached the NBA Finals only to lose to the Golden State Warriors in 6 games. Udonis Haslem reveals the Heat tried to trade for Allen Iverson to pair with Dwayne Wade. Udonis Haslem recently shared an intriguing piece of NBA history on the OG's podcast, revealing that the Miami Heat once considered trading Allen Iverson to pair with Dwayne Wade. The veteran forward recounted the moment when he found out that his name was being floated in trade discussions for the NBA superstar. Like the Godfather always said, when a whale is available, gotta go get a whale. That's what we always understood, because I remember my name was in the hat one time. We was talking about making a move for Iverson. And my name got thrown in the hat a little bit, and I was all shook up and ***T. But D-Wade was like, man, that's Allen Iverson. But once again, I think whatever reason that didn't work, I don't know if the dynamics with him and Dwayne would have worked at that time. So I think dynamically, it didn't work. But my *** was almost out of here. How can I argue if you bring in Allen Iverson? I mean, it sounds good, but I still had that little feeling in your stomach. You still got that little feeling. The potential trade for Iverson, one of the most dynamic and electrifying players in NBA history, was certainly a tantalizing prospect. However, Haslem noted that there were concerns about how Iverson and Wade would mesh on the court. Despite the excitement of potentially adding Iverson to the roster, Haslem admitted that he still had mixed feelings about the possibility. This revelation sheds light on the Heat's ambitious efforts to build a championship-caliber team around Dwayne Wade. While the trade for Iverson ultimately did not materialize, it underscores the franchise's willingness to make bold moves to enhance its chances of success. Haslem's candid account also highlights the emotional and uncertain nature of trade rumors for players, even when the potential acquisition is as legendary as Allen Iverson. In the end, the Heat's decision to keep their core intact, including Haslem, paid off. The team continued to build around Wade and eventually found championship success, solidifying their place in NBA history. Imagining Allen Iverson and Dwayne Wade on the same team is a tantalizing prospect for any basketball fan. Both players are renowned for their explosive athleticism, scoring ability, and competitive drive, making them a formidable backcourt duo. Allen Iverson, one of the most electrifying players in NBA history, boasts career averages of 26.7 points, 6.2 assists, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.2 steals per game. His shooting percentage stands at 42.5% from the field and 31.3% from three-point range. Known for his quickness, fearless drives to the basket, and ability to score from almost anywhere on the court, Iverson was a relentless offensive force who could single-handedly take over games. Dwayne Wade, another dynamic guard, has career averages of 22.0 points, 4.7 rebounds, 5.4 assists, and 1.5 steals per game, with a shooting percentage of 48% from the field and 29.3% from beyond the arc. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Udonis Haslem? Leave your opinion in the comments.